Please, what was the cause of the United States Civil War?
Well, don't come with an easy question or anything. I mean, I think the cause of the Civil War was basically how government was going to run, the freedoms and what people could and couldn't do. What do you think the cause of the Civil War was? I'm sorry?
I'm not ready to president. I want to see your view on the cause of the Civil War.
I mean, I think it always comes down to the role of government. We need to have capitalism. We need to have economic freedom. We need to make sure that we do all things so that individuals have the liberties so that they can have freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom to do or be anything they want to be without government getting in the way.
Thank you. And then in the year 2023, it's astonishing to me that you answer that question without mentioning the word slavery.
What do you want me to say about slavery?
You answered my question. Thank you.
Next question.
All right, here's your last question. What was the cause of the Civil War?
Actually, there were numerous causes. Aside from the obvious schism between abolitionists and anti-abolitionists, economic factors, both domestic and international, played a significant...
Yeah. Just say slavery.
Slavery it is, sir.
Yes, I am a citizen. Now, which way to the welfare office?
What?
I'm kidding. I work.
Yes, I got a two-parter. I wonder if you could tell me
great.
what the causes of the Civil War were.
Oh, yeah.
And if we're headed to another one, possibly.
That's the question of our time. Civil War is one of these things that speaks itself into existence, actually. And, you have a governor of South Carolina who doesn't know much about the history of her own state, but South Carolina, actually, in about 1832, it's one of the things we learned in U.S. history class in 11th grade. They actually were going to secede from the Union. We're talking nearly a couple decades before the Civil War. Right? So this comes back to the present. Our history isn't about our past. It's about our understanding of our future. So they actually, in 1832, were about to secede. Back then, it was about tariffs between the North and the South.
Just say slavery.
But ultimately, the thing that boiled this over was slavery. But there were tensions brewing, a value system that was fundamentally different in two countries that shared a geographic space, but a value system that was fundamentally different. That's really what led to the Civil War. So the powder keg was in the air, slavery was the match that we lit that caused it to boil over. The question you asked is, where are we today? And I don't use that word lightly. We are already, I would say, in the middle of a Cold War in this country. A war between those of us who love the United States of America and those who hate this country and what we stand for. And I called this a war today because, like the one fought 160 years ago, 80 years ago, we could say that it's an incompatible worldview. Either you believe in merit or you believe in group quotas. You cannot have both. Either you believe in free speech or you believe in censorship. You cannot have both. Either you believe in American exceptionalism or you believe in American apologism. Just as happened in that last Civil War, you cannot have both. That's the moment we live in today. And I think now more than ever, we need a commander-in-chief who will lead us to victory in this Cold War so it does not turn hot. That's what we require. And I think it's going to take somebody from the outside. Somebody who's not susceptible to the special interests that got us to where we are. And I believe now more than ever, somebody from the next generation to reach and lead the new generation of Americans. That's what it's going to take.